Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Randy4short or Randy for short, and in today's video we are going to be setting up my August budget. I'm so excited for this, you guys. We are going to be using real numbers, sort of. Well, let me explain. So for this month's budget, we are going to be officially 1 month ahead, but because of the way that I need to record these videos to get them up for you guys, I can't exactly use real numbers just yet, because the checks that I'm going to be using is from 7/16 to 8/16, and it is only the 10th. So I haven't received these checks just yet, but I'm going to go ahead and set up this budget because I do want to stay consistent on YouTube. So for the monthly budget, I am going to be just using budgeted numbers, but I'm going to delay the weekly breakdown so that I can use real numbers, at least for paycheck number 1. So I hope that made sense. So let's just get started. Okay, so for the income for the month of August, we are going to be budgeting or estimating $5,000. And if you guys didn't watch my August budget setup, I'll link it above, but this is the new updated format, and this is the bi-weekly format instead of the weekly format. So I'll show you really quickly what I mean. So if we flip to my July budget, so the weekly budget is going to have 5 columns, whereas the bi-weekly budget is going to have just 3 columns and 3 expense trackers. And then the weekly budget is going to have 5 expense trackers. So that's the update I did. And plus I did update the design of the monthly view, just so that it was a little bit cleaner. As you can see, like, these columns are open. Ignore this line on the side because I forgot to translate the like removing this line to this size format. I did it for my letter size, but I didn't do it for the Happy Planner Classic size yet. So, well, actually I did it right before I came on this video, before I forgot again, but just ignore this line on the side. But otherwise, like, the tables are just like open, so it gives it a cleaner look. And then also on the monthly view, I got rid of the business expenses because even though I use it, I know a lot of you guys don't. So I just made the planned expenses longer. And then right here, this spot used to be empty, and I just made it somewhere that you could track your credit score every month, because a lot of us are on a debt-free journey, so, and trying to improve our credit. So I just gave you a spot where you can keep track of that every month. And I made the line big enough so that if you wanted to track all 3 credit unions, you could. As you can see, my credit score is pretty high, so I don't really track my credit score, but I thought it would be a good spot for someone that is, instead of just leaving this area blank. And then for this side, instead of having a full notes page, I did a half notes, and then up here I just put in a monthly tracker, so that if you wanted to track like sinking funds, so say like if your sinking funds didn't fit in this area, or your cash envelopes didn't fit in this area, or your debt didn't fit in this area, you could list them right here if you need a bigger spot. And that way it has like double duty, where you can see all of your debt or whatever you're trying to track right here. So it's, and then you can put like a lump sum total on whatever line that you needed. So if it's like cash envelopes, if you have more cash envelopes than could fit right here, but they fit right here, then you can list them all out right here and then keep track of them for month to month, if that's something you do, as well as just put like cash envelopes, and then you know what it means because you have to break down right here. So I hope that made sense, but otherwise, if you don't need that, this section is just a monthly tracker. And I'm going to be using it to track our car loan. So eventually, once we focus on paying this off, I'll be up to date on what the balance is, as well as I still needed a sinking fund allocation spot for my month end review process. So I like split this monthly tracker in half so that I can have a spot for my sinking fund allocations. So yeah, and then everything else is still the same. So I only need 2 expense trackers, so that's all that I printed out, but the month in review is still the same. And you still got the notes page on the back. So that is the update to the template that I made. And this template is not on my Etsy shop. It's going to be exclusive to the budget planner that I am creating. So let me know if you guys like it, because I do plan to make it available for you guys to purchase if you want, if you're interested. I don't think I've said that before, but yeah, that is my intention. Since I am creating it for myself, I do want to make it available to you guys in printed format. I don't know so much about printable just yet, but I'm trying to see if I can do a printed format. So if you guys want it, then I can go ahead and ship it out to you guys if you purchase it. So yeah, that is my plan in my head. We'll see how it goes. But otherwise, let's get back to this budget. Okay, so $5,000 for our monthly take home, and then $138.98 for my business expenses. Let's go ahead and add that up. Oh, I don't need a calculator for that. The total is $5,138.98, and of course the remaining, I should probably get rid of this line. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this line. Note to self. So I'm going to skip this line right here, and then I'm just go down to the monthly expenses. So monthly expenses are going to be for mortgage $1,864.66. Childcare is $1,120. Water and trash is $120. Electric is $15. Natural gas is $20. My husband's life insurance is $69.96. My life insurance is $57.64. Vivint, which is our home security, is $56.47. MetLife is our car insurance, and that's $334. Frontier is $54.86, and that's our home internet. Verizon $123. ID theft is $12.90 for the family. Netflix is $13.99, and Amazon Kids Plus, which is the little program on our toddler son's tablet, is $2.99. So let's go ahead and add up those these expenses. Alrighty, so that is $3,865.47, and subtract that from our income, and that is remaining $1,273.51. So let's keep going since we do have money left. So gas for the month is going to be $2.20. Groceries is going to be $1.50, and then Costco is going to be $3.50. Okay, and then diapers and wipes is $40. So let's add that up. Okay, so that is $7.60. Let's take that away from what we have remaining before. $513.51, and then car loan is $256.29, and then that's the only thing in debt that we're paying off right now, so bring that down, and then I'm gonna subtract that. Okay, so that is $257.22. It seems like it's getting really low really fast. I think I messed up, but I'll keep going. And if I did, I'll fix it. Okay, and then car repair and maintenance. I am trying to get back to putting more money in additional sinking funds, because we can now control how much money we are putting into our sinking funds per paycheck, because we are 1 month ahead. So like I have more control over our budget now that we're pretty much 1 month ahead on like when things get paid. Okay, so car maintenance, $50. House supplies is going to be $25. Clothing is $20. Fun/holidays is $10. And then we're going to back into this twins sinking fund. So for right now, let's keep going. iCloud is $9.99. Adobe Cloud is $19.99. And then Epidemic Sound is $15. I am thinking about canceling Epidemic Sound just because I don't use the service a lot right now. So I might drop it and then pick it back up later on when I have more time to make more like creative videos besides just like my monthly budget. But that's not going to be until after the twins come. So yeah, but we'll see. And then my P.O. box is renewing. So I don't even know if you guys could see that. My P.O. box is renewing, and that's $94. Before I had it for $67. Oh my goodness gracious. But I went and checked it to make sure the amount was correct, because something said check your P.O. box to make sure that it's still the same price, because originally I had it at $67. And I also had that amount on my annual bill tracker, because every month before I make my budget, I check to make sure that anything that's due annually or quarterly, or you know, anything that's due like a one-time fee every year, I check this to make sure that I'm not missing anything for that month. But I did see that my P.O. box was up and I had it for $67, and I was like, I don't know, I feel like I got caught with my pants down last time. So yeah, sure enough, I checked it and it was $94 instead of $67. So I went ahead and adjusted it and adjusted with the income that I would need from my business account. So, and now that we have all of these, let's go ahead and see if it all fits in this last chunk of change that we have. And then we can back into this twins number and then we can wrap it all up. So let's go ahead. All right, so we have $13.24 left. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug that $13.24 in the twin sinking fund. And this twin sinking fund is just basically our new savings goal, where we're basically dumping any money that we have left for our paychecks or for our budget into that sinking fund, so that it'll help boost up our account, our savings account, for when the twins come, and help us prepare for them before they come. So that's what that account is for. It is new, and I do have to add it into Cube Money. So either way. Okay, so let's go ahead and add up the sinking funds now that we have this total for the twins. Okay, so that total is 118.24. Subtract that from the 257 that we had remaining before. And that is 138.98. So let's go ahead and add up the business expenses. Okay, so that total for planned expenses is 138.98. And if you're new to my channel, this planned expenses section is just for any one-off expenses that are going to be due for this month. So it's not necessarily something you regularly budget for, so such as like your monthly expenses or your cash envelopes or things like that. It's just like one-time things that's going to happen in the month of whatever you're budgeting for. So 138 is the planned expenses total. Subtracted from the 138 that we had remaining leaves us with 0, which is what we want because I am doing a zero-based budget. But just to make sure, I am going to do my budget summary just to make sure that all of my math was correct. So I'm gonna write in all the totals right here, and then hopefully the budget total is 0, which will confirm that I have a 0 base budget for the month of August. Okay, so that budget total is 0, which means that we do have a 0 base budget for the month of August. So that is my August budget setup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to watch more of my videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.